Hey all, welcome to Parker's Reefs. In today's episode we're going to drop in and see what amazing stock Salty Pets brought to Reefstock 2019. Alright, so if you've been a regular viewer of my videos, you would have noticed I did a little lead-up video to Reefstock where we dropped in at the Salty Pets collection facility to check out some of the stock they've got. Now, ironically, despite having my mind blown at the incredible stock they had there, Heath and the team got in touch with me like a week or two after I got home and said that I mistimed my visit and I should have come back then because they had 5 times the amazing stock, which personally I didn't believe, but I had the opportunity to drop in to see their booth at Reefstock, and let's just say that Heath was right. So let's sit back and see what stock they brought.
Absolutely. Okay, welcome to Salty Pets booth. I'm Heath. I'm one of the directors and owners. And we are marine fish and coral collectors from Brisbane. Okay, so at Brisbane, at Salty Pets, we've been trying to do a little bit of propagation and growing a couple of frags. So ended up bringing on a couple of different stuff that we've been growing over the past couple of months, as well as just generic stock that we collect on an everyday basis. Trying to give the general public a bit of a look and see what we actually do on a larger scale, but on a prettier scale for the show. My favourite stock is always the Faviers, but it's not the favourite stock of the show this year.
What's been popular?
What's been popular is our hammers. The hammers are fantastic. Very large collection of hammers that we've tried to keep for the past couple of months, almost close to a year. And these sold very, very quickly.
Understandably, there's some nice pieces.
There's some holy grails in there. That piece there, in particular, probably won't ever see that one again. It's got bright yellow stems, bright orange heads, and it actually has a purpley black base to it. We also have the two-tone orange, which isn't very common at all. And then, of course, we've got a fantastic selection of scollies.
Tell us, Heath, where can people get these corals, in Australia or worldwide?
So we ship our corals worldwide, literally everywhere from New Zealand to South Africa to America, South America, Canada, Europe, and everywhere else. As well as that, we have a select few local fish stores around Australia that we supply. Absolutely. Well, Asquith is probably our longest customer that we have down in Sydney. We've got Fish Our Friends, a whole handful of guys down in Newcastle. We've got guys across in Melbourne. Andy from Fish World is probably our best guy down there, just in the way of, diversity that we ship to him. We ship all the way over to WA, as well as Brisbane. So that's pretty.
Whilst you've got some cracking stock here, it's not like this is a one-off. You guys specialise in getting this stock. I mean, I've been in your facility and I've seen the stock that you get.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say that this is your everyday range, but you guys specialise in some of the best corals the world's ever seen.
That's right. We certainly try to. We have a fantastic dive team that get out there. They have a very, very keen eye. On top of just being general run-of-the-mill divers that haven't ever had an aquarium in their house, they don't really know what they're looking for, but they always bring out different things, like the Monte digitata. They stumbled upon that, and then the next time they found something that looked very similar to it, and it ended up being Samacora. So whenever they're unsure, they'll actually bring out a piece, bring it back, get an ID, and find out whether it's any good. Can we cut it and keep it, or is it just good for a generic put in a box and sell?
Tell us about your fragging, about how you see fragging moving into the future.
Look, basically for us, it's the same as putting solar panels on a roof for us. You put solar panels on a roof, you're trying to offset your carbon footprint. For us, growing coral, we're trying to offset our collection footprint. I think going forward, if you're not sustainable, and if people aren't thinking sustainability, well, something's going to go wrong somewhere. So we're always trying to think long term as to what we can do to sort of keep the corals going, growing a bit, supplying different markets. Certain markets like in Asia, they don't like big pieces. So if we can actually cut the pieces up, grow them, get a second generation and keep on going, that's the aim for us.
You've got some incredible pieces that are now moving on to second generation, and you're seeing any variation in the colours or anything when they're acclimated into aquarium life as opposed to out in the wild? You're able to tweak some maybe more colours out of them?
Yes, look, for us, we certainly still new into the game of fragging and propagating or aquaculture, but for us, you know, we're trying different lighting systems. We're trying different systems where the water's slightly cooler. We're trying different foods. Is feeding 3 times a week better than feeding 5 times a week? Or is, you know, so all of these things we're trying. We're dropping lights. We're increasing power. We're just trying to work out what is favourable for what corals and how we can get better growth, better performance out of what we're doing, and less deaths.
Well, you're doing a killer job, man.
Thanks very much, Sam.
I just love the whole ethos. I love the quality of stock you get.
Excellent.
I just love the support you give to the domestic market as well.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. No worries. Thank you, Sam.
No worries. Good job. All right, so that's it, guys. I love checking in with the Salty Pets team because they're a really cool family-operated business that just consistently produce some of the best corals the world's ever seen, and they do it week after week after week. So huge tip of the cap to the guys out there. They just continually set the standard, and it represents Australia really well on the international scene, and also to the select few stores that are able to pick up this stock in Australia. It mustn't be forgotten that you can buy the Salty Pets stock from stores around Australia. So get in touch with those stores that Heath mentioned if you want some of the best SPS and LPS that you could ever imagine. But that's about all I've got time for today. So if you've enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like. If you've got any questions for myself or the Salty Pets team, pop them in the comment section down below. And as always, if you enjoy these kind of videos, be sure to hit the subscribe button, because nothing makes my day more than seeing a bunch of new subscribers. But hopefully you'd also enjoy some of the videos that I come up with. And I've got still a few more to come from Reefstock, and of course plenty more after that. All right, guys, thanks again. See ya.